friends. I'm so glad we're back together again. I had a really good time with our lesson last week where we were moving to the gate for Mordecai and moving to the chair for Esther. That was fun, wasn't it? So, if you remember, that was some more of the story that I needed to tell you, right? So, let's remember first that God made us special, right? God made us special so we can help others. So today we're going to talk about that God made us special so we can do great things. All right, are you ready? Do you remember our little song that we sang? Do you remember it? Let's sing it together again. Are you ready? Remember we said, I am special, I am special. If you look, you will see someone very special, someone very special. God made me. God made me. That's a very important thing for us to remember, that God made us. He made us special. He made us special so we can help others. And He made us special so we can do great things. All right, are you ready? Let's see if we remember some things from our story. So we're talking about Queen Esther, right? Very good. Queen Esther and her cousin named George. No? It's not George? Can you help me remember what his name is so I will tell the Bible story correctly? Oh my goodness. What? Mordecai? Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're my friends and you help me remember the story. So, her cousin Mordecai, not George. All right, so you remember Mordecai had a message that he delivered to Queen Esther, and it was a very sad message because Haman, Mr. Meanie, was trying to kill all the Jews. And so he had tricked King Xerxes into making a law that would kill all the Jews, and that included Esther. So Mordecai said, Esther, you have to do something. You've got to help us. So Queen Esther was very, very scared and very, very worried. And here's why. Do you remember what I told you about this? Do you have it ready? If you don't have your scepter, go find it if you made it. If you have not made your scepter yet, then you can find something else to use for a scepter. Maybe your umbrella, maybe your lightsaber, maybe your broom. All of those things will work. But we must all have a scepter today. Are you ready? All right. So here is why Queen Esther was very afraid. She knew that there was a rule that you could not just whenever you wanted go talk to the king. He had to ask you to come see him. And if you decided that you were going to try to go talk to the king without being asked, you might die. So Queen Esther was very afraid. But Mordecai reminded her that God made her special. And he said, Esther, this may be the very reason that God brought you here, to help your people in this time. So after Mordecai talked to Esther and encouraged her, Esther decided that she needed to go talk to the king, even though she might die. So Esther asked Mordecai, go to our people, Mordecai, and ask everybody to pray for me. So Queen Esther went and she dressed in her very very, very best clothes. That's why I have on my fancy shirt today. And then she prayed and she went to King Xerxes' room. And she stood in the hallway at the door. And King Xerxes saw her. And King Xerxes was holding his scepter. And he looked at her and he pointed his scepter towards her. And Queen Esther knew, oh, thank you, God, for taking care of me and helping me, because she knew that when King Xerxes pointed his scepter at her, that it was okay for her to come and talk to the king. All right, do you have your scepter with you? All right, so I'm going to tell that portion of the story again. And when I say the king, I want you to take your scepter and point it at the TV. Are you ready? Are all of my King Xerxes in the world ready to point your scepters? Shall we practice? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. King. Point your scepter. Very nice. All right, are you ready? Queen Esther was very afraid to go talk to the king. Point your scepter. Very nice. But she knew she needed to be brave to help her people. So she got dressed up and she went to go see the king. Point your scepter. Very nice. And she stood at the king's door. Oh, did you hear me say king? Point your scepter. Very nice. And when the king saw Queen Esther, he pointed his scepter at Queen Esther. And she knew that it was okay for her to come in and talk to the king. Very nice. All right, you may put your scepters down. So when Esther went and talked to the king, she said, I have something very important that I need to talk to you about. And I would like to prepare a meal and invite you and Haman to come to the meal. So she prepared a meal. Haman and the king came, and King Xerxes said, Esther, what do you need? I would do anything for you. What do you need? And so Queen Esther said, I would like for you to come to another meal. And so Queen Esther prepared another meal, and King Xerxes and Haman came, and Haman thought he was so important. He didn't know yet that Queen Esther was going to tell King Xerxes what Haman was up to. So at the second meal, King Xerxes said again, Queen Esther, you are very important to me. What can I do for you? And Queen Esther said, King Xerxes, someone has tricked you, and you have made a law that will kill all the Jews. And that includes myself, because I am Jewish. And King Xerxes got very upset, and he said, who did this? And Queen Esther pointed at Haman and said, King Xerxes, Haman did this. And so King Xerxes told Haman, you are not welcome at this dinner anymore, and you need to go. And King Xerxes punished Haman very, very much. And King Xerxes told Esther that he would change the law and that her people would be okay. Whew. Do you think that Queen Esther did something great? Me too, because she was very brave. That was very, very, very scary. But she was brave and went and talked to King Xerxes because she knew that it was very important that she did something to help her people. So, let's sing our song one more time. And let's see if Whiskers is home after that. Are you ready? All right. I am special. I am special. If you look, you will see someone very special, someone very special. God made me. God made me. All right, let's see if Whiskers is up. Are you ready? Whiskers! Are you there? I don't hear him. We always have to call Whiskers 2 times, don't we? All right, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, Whiskers! Are you home? Let's see. Hey, Whiskers! He's here. Hey, Whiskers. Yes, Miss Lisa? You know, I was talking to you last week about mowing the lawn. Yes, mowing the lawn. That is true. So, did you help your dad? Yes, I did. I was just like Mordecai, and I did my job because it was important. So I helped my dad pick up sticks. That's very important because if you run over sticks with your lawnmower, it's not good. That's what my dad said. And then after he finished mowing, I got the big broom, and he let me sweep the grass off the sidewalk. You did? Yes, and I did it all by myself. And then, there's more? Yes, he let me dig in the dirt and help him pull weeds out of the yard. Oh, that's very important. That's what my dad said too. So, it was a good thing then that you helped your dad, right? Yes, it was. It was a very good thing. You know, it was a very good thing that Mordecai helped Esther. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I was listening to you in my house. I could hear you tell the story about how brave Queen Esther was. She was very brave. It was very scary. But even though Mordecai thought, maybe that his job wasn't very important, it was very important for him to deliver the message to Esther so that she could do great things. Yes, so she could do great things. Whiskers? Yeah? I think sometimes we might think we're too little to do things. Yeah, sometimes I do. But what should we remember? God made me special. Yes, he did. He made us all special. And he made us special to do great things. Right? Right. All right. I'm glad that you helped your dad. Me too. All right, Whiskers. I'll see you next time, okay? Okay, Miss Lisa. Bye. Can you tell everybody bye? Bye. All right. So, it was very important for Whiskers to do his job. It's very important for us to do jobs. No matter if they seem little, they're still very important because God made us special to do great things. So, here's what I want you guys to do with your family this week. I want you to help mom and dad, or maybe your grandma or your grandpa, whoever you might be with, and I want y'all to prepare a dinner together, just like Esther prepared a dinner for King Xerxes. And I want you all to sit down together, and I want you to talk about what are some great things that you can do together as a family, and even maybe by yourself, and think of things that you can do to help other people around you and to show God's love to our friends around us. So, and here's what I would love for y'all to do. Miss Nellie misses you guys so much. So she would love it if you would take a picture of everybody sitting down at their banquet and talking about all the great things that we can do for God. Can you do that? So everybody do that this week, okay? We'll be so excited and we'll be waiting to see all the pictures of everybody at their banquet, just like Esther had her banquet. All right, so ready? Before I say bye, let's do our verse again, okay? Are you ready? Serve one another in love. Not grouchy, in love, okay? One more time. Serve one another in love. Galatians 5:13. All right, all of my kings, I will see you next week, and we will find out how the story of Esther ends. Oh yes, there's more. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye.